Hey everyone, welcome to our lightning talk on empowering your city through conversational AI. My name is Steve Steinberg, and I'm the CEO of Responsum, an IO lab company. My background is in technology and helping companies unlock the power of their data. I'm also a serial entrepreneur and involved as a mentor in Techstars Austin Accelerator, focused on delivering strategic advice for startups. IOLAP has worked with Jay and Austin Smart City Alliance for the past couple of years to help define and refine the strategy for the product that I'm about to show you. And you'll see some real use cases showing how organizations are realizing value today. So with that, let's get right to it. First thing is I'm going to go over a quick product overview, show you some demos and use cases, and then just sort of explain the product and how we are really able to help you realize the value in your organization. So Responsum is a conversational AI platform enabling employees and citizens to interact with content and systems through both voice and chat. So you'll see here there's multiple ways that you can interact with your systems through a web-based browser, or a mobile browser assistant, so what looks like a chatbot but is a lot more, through your mobile app or our Responsum mobile app, either way, through collaboration tools that you may use like Teams or Slack, or through your phone system. Whichever way you want to interact or you want your citizens to interact with you is plausible with this system. And the idea is that when somebody comes to the assistant to ask a question, our language model understands the intent of what they want to do. So the first example here, where I say, show me my newest opportunity, this is actually interpreting that you want information from your CRM system, and it's going to go there and get that information for you. Maybe you wanted to ask a question where the information was just in a knowledge base of content, or it was in a database, and you want to retrieve that piece of information. Maybe it's a status of a particular submission of a document, something like that. So how, what is the value of this? So our goal here is to enhance citizen engagement through the use of a conversational assistant, giving them quick, accurate answers to commonly asked questions. Like I said, being able to deploy anywhere, web browser, mobile app, voice assistant. Our product promotes inclusiveness by using either voice or text. And so you're able to interact either way. If you use your voice, it'll speak back to you. If you use text, it'll text back to you. We also are looking to reduce costs. So automating repetitive processes, decreasing phone calls and emails up to 60%, making it so that your departments can concentrate on higher value tasks rather than answering the same questions over and over again. And it also allows you to learn from the knowledge of your team. The more you're solving problems, the more that knowledge that your team is building up, but it's not captured anywhere. So why not capture that knowledge and help the next person solve that same exact problem that could occur the next day? The other piece of value here that I'll describe is the fact that the system understands language and interprets where to go perform an action. So it translates that natural language into an API call, a SQL call. It can query KPIs. Really, our roots are in helping companies unlock the value of their data. And, invariably the systems that get implemented, aren't used in the way that they were intended in a lot of cases. And so how do you increase the value of those systems and really realize all of the capital that you've put into them? Having a conversational assistant that lets people just ask what they want and then being able to go access that system is a great way to do that. So with that, I'm going to show you a few demos here of how people are using this out there in the world. The first thing is we created just an assistant for us to show here that has a lot of different content in there available. So as I start typing, I have information from all sorts of different departments within the city government that is coming from content that is maybe on your FAQ page, pages throughout your site, or just information that you want to be managed by those departments that actually understand what the answers are. So as I start typing, I'm going to get suggestions, and I can ask something like, where can I pay my parking ticket? And so the system is going to interpret what you're asking and give you a response. So to pay directly on our website, go here, gives you a link to pay in person or by mail, use this address. You're able to link directly to the map to get them where they want to go. You can also do something like this by voice, and you set up a different sort of response. So I'll show you how that works. Where can I pay my parking ticket?
Where can I pay my parking ticket? To pay online, there is a pay link the top right corner of DallasCityHall.com. Just select parking ticket from the drop-down list. You can also pay your ticket in person at 2014 Main Street, Dallas, Texas 75201 or call 214-670-0109 for more information. Are you satisfied with the answer?
So you'll see that I asked the question, it came back, gave me a response. It's asking if I'm satisfied. If I am saying yes or no, I'm either able to use these thumbs up, thumbs down to give an indication of whether I got a good answer or not, or I can just say it. All of that is incorporated into the learning and the training that is utilized to make the system smarter over time. So the more interaction that users have with the system, the more it's going to learn how to deliver an accurate answer. And so I can do things that require a follow-up. So I can say, where can I vote? And it's asking me, what is your zip code? So I'll say 75219. 75219. And it's going into the system and looking up, calling an API that has the voting locations based on zip code. And it's telling me where the voting locations are based on where I am desiring to vote. Other things that are impactful here. So we have a 311 reporting mechanism where I could say there's a pothole in the street. And it automatically recognizes, oh, you want to report a 311 issue. And so it says, oh, we'd be happy to report this request. Where's the problem? And so I get a map of where I am. I can drag it to whatever point I believe the pothole is. And it says, what would you like to do next? Complete your request, provide a description, upload photos. So I can say, provide a description and say, the pothole is in the southbound lane. Okay, thanks. What would you like to do next? Upload a photo. So I'm able to choose a file. I'm going to choose a picture of a really nasty looking pothole. Enter that. And now I want to complete my request. It says, thanks for keeping us informed of the issues in our community. If you'd like to be contacted or associated this request to your 311 account, please enter your email address. So this can be customized to whatever 311 system you're currently using. And as soon as we have retrieved all this information, we can send this information to your 311 system and add it as a ticket. So the user is able to use natural language, things that everyone understands. They don't have to go hunt and find and figure out how to log into some system. It's just very simple to ensure that you're able to collect information from citizens. Another example here I'll show you is We have a COVID-19 assistant that we created in collaboration with Austin Smart City Alliance. And with this assistant, this is a good way to show the language understanding. So can COVID survive in heat? And you'll see that the response is, will warm weather stop the outbreak of COVID-19? So it's understanding the language, it's delivering a response, based on what the user is saying, and it does not, match in terms of warm weather versus surviving in heat. It still understands that that is the same thing. So in terms of management of your FAQs and your content knowledge base, you are able to do this through a very simple interface that allows people to contribute and then only allows certain administrators to be able to approve or reject the content that's been added. So in this particular case, as an example, I can go look at the parking ticket content that I put in here already. Where can I pay my parking ticket? And you can see that there is a little HTML editor here that easily allows you to add links or images and create a nice looking response, and then also create the voice response of what you wanted to say when the user asks the question in voice.
To pay online, there is a pay link in the top right corner of DallasCityHall.com.
And it will read you the entire response that you have put in. So if you want to make a slight little change and hit submit, this question is going to go into a queue for approval. So you can see here that these are the questions that I'm submitting, and it's in a status of new. The only people that will have access to be able to be content editors are administrators that you've assigned. So the content editor will see the questions that are waiting to be reviewed. They will review them, and they will say, yes, that looks good, and accept. And only then will it actually update the live assistant. We've got a couple minutes left here, so I'll just take you through a couple of use cases. So Houston Airport System is an example of a client of ours that is utilizing Responsum for both a customer-facing assistant that is launching actually this week, as well as internally to get metrics around operations, like how many flights are there today and what's our passenger count and things of that nature. The town of Prosper, Texas, is using a COVID-19 assistant to answer questions directly from content that has been automated from the CDC, FEMA, the FDA, and the White House that is flowing into there on a daily basis based on the knowledge base that is on the CDC website. They're using this to enhance citizen engagement, deliver timely updates related to COVID-19 policy changes that are occurring all the time, and continuously build new content from requests that they're getting within the system. So with that, I will just show you real quick. The product itself, as we described, uses plain language to interact with your systems or the knowledge base of content. And our algorithm and product interprets that language and decides where is the answer. Is the answer in Salesforce? Is the answer in some other system, or is it actually in the knowledge base? So I appreciate your time today. And if you have any questions and want to see more about how this product works and how we can help you realize value in the organization, please let us know.